welcome to Mystic Star Magic. Oh, I am so happy that you are here as we do this love reading. So it is for those who are in no contact. And so you just want to know like their message to you right at this time, right now as we speak. So I'm going to show you, this is pile 1. So you have the selenite. This is pile 2. And pile 3. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. And then this is pile 4. Okay, so let's go ahead. I want you to take a deep breath in and close your eyes. Now I want you to think of the person you have on your mind, right? Connect to their energy. And now as you exhale and open your eyes, choose whichever pile draws you to it. Hello, pile 1, and welcome. I'm so happy you are here. Yes. Let's find out what this person's message is towards you right now. So selenite, clear the clutter. And right off the bat, I almost want to say to you that it's sort of like that. This is actually a message for you. It's also to clear the clutter, emotional clutter is what I'm going to say for you. It almost feels like, and maybe for some of you, maybe selenite might be a good thing that for you to have, but it's sort of like, selenite also recharges. It gives back the energy. So I feel like maybe what I'm feeling here is that there's a lot of like unanswered questions, maybe, or like confusion, and so it's sort of like, what this person is saying, you have to kind of, all of those are sort of jumbling and jumbling everything up here. There's a sense of like, I feel like they're trying to like get you messages, especially intuitively, since it's a no contact. And so I just feel like, but there's too much interference here. So that's why there's a selenite, needing to clear the clutter, but also be able to recharge. So feel like recharging yourself. So maybe some of you are feeling a little bit run down right now, and they might sense that as well. So let's see what we're going to go ahead and do. Oracle cards first, and then we're going to get into the tarot. Okay. All right, let's look at this. Take a deep breath for myself. I'm actually trying to like get all this in here. So what messages do they want you to hear right at this time? So I feel like, well, love is here. Love is still there. I have to say, like, interesting. I wonder for some of you if there was like some sort of plan to go on a vacation together. Something that you talked about. The surprises here are sort of like the current messages. They're just, I almost feel like they're saying like this connection actually still surprises them. Like there's still like gifts to be found here. Especially if you connect with them and like energetically, they're still just like, wow. It's just like, it's a gift that just keeps on giving. Even here with the broken, even though it's broken, there's still like heart. Even though it's so interesting because it's the broken tape. There's like some music might be something. There's a music connection here for you, but it's sort of like, yeah, even if it's there, it's sort of like the love is still there. Even if there's no communication, it still forms a heart here. Look at these. There's 2 tower, like it's almost like 2 large structures. We have a bridge here, which is the passage. So I feel like there's a sense of, passage of time, I would say, will lead to possibly like a celebration, maybe like getting together for some of you, just because there's like, there's candles, but there's also like a wedding cake there as well. So something to celebrate. Start off here, what I'm seeing here is the messages is sort of like, first it was kind of like a shock. You were connecting with you, like meeting you was sort of like a shock. There was like a love that sprung from it. And even here, even then, like I keep saying, it's sort of like when they can like think about you and sort of like there's still gifts there. There's still surprises there. Like, oh wow. And I feel like there's starting to understand you a little bit better. So I almost feel like this is sort of like the history of the connection here we have, or like even a little bit of the future here. We have the love, it just sprung from it. There's just like, oh, there's a lot of romance here as well. But even here, it's interesting because this is very much like a winter scenery. So even, let's say the love is not like, it's not in full bloom here. It's right now, it's hidden, but it's still there. It's even underneath the surface. Like even the plants and all the trees, they look like they're not there, but there's still like life in them, right? And then as soon as the weather hits just the right temperature, they all of a sudden, you start to see the buds on the tree. So I feel like that's sort of like the love here. So it seems like it's broken. They probably are, if it's a music connection, they like listen to music, they'll think of you. The love is still there. Passage, like I said, passage of time, like more also like a passage of growth, may lead to like a celebration, may lead to something more substantial. So I do like this energy right there off the bat. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot is. I'm using my Christmas cheer tarot. And let me actually introduce you to all these. I always forget. This is the Gifts of the Yuletide Season. This is the Winter's Embrace by V Love and Tarot. This is by me. This is my Sweet Love Oracle, and this is V Love and Tarot's Red Hot Love. They pair so perfectly together. And this is, of course, the Once Upon a Dream by Moon Moth Goddess. If I don't say it out now, I will forget it. Okay, what message is this? The collective of this one person has for them right now. Moon, yeah, there's definitely, because it has to be, like you guys talk probably in dreams. Emotions, possibly like hidden, but also very important there. Queen of Presents, the Queen of Cups, yeah. Okay. What else is coming through? Six of Wands. What other messages coming for the collective of this one? This person. Hangman energy, yeah, okay. And one more card for me, one more card, please. Sort of like, yeah. Alright, so what I'm seeing here is, again, even more so before even when the Queen of Presents, the Queen of Cups came out, that definitely confirms to me psychic connection, dream connection, you connect there, you see each other, because I feel like that, I just feel it like intuitively, you're still like underneath the surface, somehow you kind of connect. It reminds me of what I like to know, like fungi and mushrooms, I think sort of just have an electric connection, somehow they communicate through each other. It's a weird thing to know, but and so that's sort of like what I feel here. So the moon is also like, there's hidden emotions, there's stuff like, oh, it cannot be expressed, the emotions are here. I feel like I just crown chakra, a lot of it, so 5D connection somewhere. The Queen of Presents, the Queen of Cups, that is your energy, and that is so it's like, and again, look at this, you surprise, you give them gifts. It's sort of like a gift in itself. Like you are always gifting them. You're always like, even if you aren't aware of it, there's like, this matters to them. It really does. I almost feel like they don't like, they never thought they were worth it. And that's something interesting, because I feel like they're like, wow, this person actually cares. This person actually genuinely wants to give me things because they care, not because they want something from me. So there's a sense there, and there's sort of like, they also find you very attractive, also a little mysterious. Like, and they notice, like, they see that you are actually quite aware of your emotions. You are somebody who, can even speak about their emotions quite well. Well, this person is like, no. It's almost like they feel them, but they're unaware of how to be able to describe them. And sometimes they don't even want to feel them. Interesting though, right? Six of candles, you make them feel like you give them confidence. You do. I have to, like, it's sort of like in a way it's sort of like an ego boost because they have low self-esteem. And even if they play it off as like they're really tough, they're really not. They're very insecure. And so you give them the sense of confidence. You are this shining star, almost, I want to say, like a true north, if you will. The hangman energy here, again, is sort of like in this separation, in this like not being able to communicate, there's a lot of learning. They're shifting and changing how they see things. They're also shifting and changing how they see themselves. There's a lot of like that, and a lot of internal I would say maybe a little struggle, yeah, an internal struggle maybe, but it's sort of like, it's more than just an internal struggle. It's sort of like they really are trying to understand themselves and understand the connection as well. And the Three of Candles here is, again, it's very perfect that it landed on the celebration, because it's sort of like, this is sort of what they want. This is sort of like they dream about it, kind of like are slowly planning, slowly getting to the celebration, maybe the being together with you. But it's not there. There's like, or here, if would I tell you that there's any real motion forward? No. It isn't. I can't say that. That's also like the message is all coming, like, yes, there is very beautiful messages, by the way, but it's still like sort of like everything is like internal. It's all in their heads, sort of like right now. Again, because they are at that hangman state, they can't move forward. And even the Six of Wands here, the Six of Candles is really of like, again, it's an internal thing. It's sort of like you give them a sense of like, it helps boost their confidence, right? But it's, again, internal. All of this and internal. And that's why the moon is so prevalent there. Very much. Look at the moon and the hangman. Both are very, like the moon, again, it's all like, there's no external, it's more like an internal. So this is what I'm seeing here. This is like a lot of internal going of what it is that they, this communication, this messages comes from within, rather than, let's say, the externalities. This is like they're going through this. So even if like surface value hasn't changed, the internal, the core of the person is. I do want to see what this hangman energy is here. And I also actually want to see this cleaning of presence. So what is this hangman energy doing here? The Hierophant. Okay. Now what is this Queen of Cups doing here? The Queen of Wands. Give me more. What is this Queen of Cups? Queen of Presents doing here? The Hangman. Okay. Yeah, I know. You're very much in the hangman energy. Yep. It's like, yep. It's confirmed twice. The Hierophant, though, for some of you, means that this person might not be able to do anything because they're in another relationship. So that might be something. Another, for some of you, maybe they're actually going in, trying to figure out, like, maybe connecting to some sort of mentor, somebody, maybe friends, trying to seek guidance. That's what I'm seeing. Seek guidance, or for those of you, this may be with somebody else there as well. It's interesting that you have two queens. So again, that's why it could be that there is somebody else in committed relationship here. And that's, again, why they can't move, the hangman here. But I do see, they do see you here as that Queen of Cups, like very giving. They also see you here as the Queen of Wands. So it's also very passionate, so very sexy. But the hangman energy, it's like, even if they have like all these emotions and they see you so well, they're still like, they can't do anything about it. Like, again, it's sort of like, this is very much a conversation, or like messages that are coming from within. It's sort of like, nope, things can't, like, they are not quite there for things to be different externally. So that's interesting to me. I do want to, let's see, actually, I want to see music, and then I actually want to see what actual messages in terms of channel messages come through here for you. Sorry. I just want to get like the ones. I have like a whole bunch. But pull it in May. So I get this channel messages for you. Okay, definitely this one. And yeah, okay, perfect. Sorry, I just wanted to get all the cool channel messages. But before we do that, I actually want to, or do I want to leave this for that? Okay, channel messages first. All right, let's see. This is the Love on the Brain by Gifted Soul 777. So what messages does this person want you to hear right now? Messages this person wants you to hear right now. I didn't mean to take my anger out on you. I just want you to be happy. Yep, that's they do want you to be happy. What are the messages? Come on. Messages this person wants you to hear. You are every girl's or boy's dream. Yeah, they really do feel that way. Like that's why, like you have like the two queens right there. Like, ooh. I know that I've taken you for granted, but I want to make it up to you, and that will. You have a hold on me. Yes, you do. Okay, one more message from this pile, from this deck. Give me one more amazing message. I don't deserve you. Yeah, and that's the like low self-esteem. They really do have low self-esteem. You may not, I don't know if you know it, or if they are even aware of showing it or not, but that is something that they do. Let's actually see. This is the Tarot of My Heart mixed with Painted Love. So let's see what, oh, okay, I'll pick that up. I wanted to go first, but I just want to be close to you. You ignite me. There's so much I want to do with you. And that's the Ace of Wands. So lots of fiery energy coming through here. There's the Empress. Yes, I was wondering when that was going to come out because you have two queens. I was like, dude, that's pretty much an Empress trying to get there. I will always love you and take care of you. And that's sort of the energy that they feel that comes out from you. That you take care of them. You do. And they don't feel like they're worth it. My poor heart, you're tearing it apart. And we both need time to think about what we want. And the Hangman came up. Oh my God. Seriously, come on. Wow, that's beautiful. And I don't mean that in terms of like, yeah, the Hangman. It's just sort of like, that's the energy they're in right now. Even though they have all these emotions and everything, are really like very attracted to you, 100%. And the heart, my poor heart, you're tearing. It's sort of like that, and it kind of is interesting that this fell over here where we think it's either they're searching for somebody under the Hangman, but also the Hierophant, or they're might be for some of you, there might be with somebody else. So it's sort of like they want two things at the same time. It's really like making them, it's hurting them because they're like, oh my goodness, we don't know what to do here. Let's see what other messages. This is my Heart Whispers Oracle. I did all I could. Give me more. Interesting. I want to give you more. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot. Oh, this is interesting. They don't approve and we live in different worlds. One more message. Yeah. I want to be with you. Oh, wow. Is that twice? Yeah. I just want to be close with you, and then sort of, I just want to be with you. They just want to be with you. They just want to be with you. But look, they don't approve. It could be the Hierophant energy here. So that's kind of blocking. Or this other, like, it does just feel like there's external influences coming through here. We live in different worlds, yeah, that could be. There is this sort of like passage, that's why like there's separation here with the passage too. I did all I could. I want to give you more, yeah, they do, but they can't. They just want to be with you. But even though that happens, there's still the Hangman energy. So I always find it fascinating. Like why I like to do these readings, because I'm like, I don't get it. But like there's like energy, like love and everything, but there's like, I never quite get it. Okay, let's look at what song. The song that would explain it all to us right now. So what song? So, okay, so time to quiet. And I was just thinking about the clear the clutter. I almost feel like maybe that is actually not that you're clearing you have clutter, but rather they're clearing their own clutter because they do feel cluttered. Look at that. You have very strong ones. Okay, one more. I would like. Okay, and this one makes sense too. All right, let's go through it all. Okay, let's see. So we have Transit Gloria, song by Brand New, and this is like when it's sort of like inexperienced. He's the lamb, she's the slaughter. She's moving way too fast, and all he wanted was to hold her. Again, that's sort of what it is. Nothing that he tells her is really having an effect. He whispers that he loves her, but she's probably only looking for so much more than he could ever give, a life free of lies and a meaningful relationship. He keeps his hands pinned down at his sides. He waits for it to end and for the aching in his gut to subside. And so I feel like inexperienced, but it's also like if you actually see her, it's sort of like, but she's probably only looking for so much more than he could ever give, which is a life free of lies and a meaningful relationship. Like he's just like, oh, I can't give you that, even if it's like, yeah, that's what they want, but I can't do it. I'm okay with faking this. I'll fake everything just to slip your kiss. I'm a writer, I'm a poet, I might love you but never show it. You could, and this is by Milligram Smile by Autumn Taffage. I'm a writer, I'm a poet, I might love you but never show it. You should forget me. This is a long tour and I'll be back, but not in time. If all we speak rational thoughts. That's okay. But what I'm saying here is, yeah, I might love you, but never show it. And that's something here. And if you should forget me, and that's sort of something that they feel like part of them is like, push away. And again, they're like, I'm okay with faking this. There's a lot of like, I don't know that they're faking their emotions. I think they're just faking, they're good at masking how they feel. I feel like that's what that thing comes here. And this is one of my favorite. This is Everything by Lifehouse. So find me here and speak to me. I want to feel you. I need to hear you. You're the light that's leading me to the place where I find peace again. You are the strength that keeps me walking. You are the hope that keeps me trusting. You are the light to my soul. You are my purpose. You're everything. And this is all about like love right there. That's love right there. And so like you have all these, I keep sort of seeing the progress. Like, I can't give you anything, but look, this is like deep love and deep connection here. And then grow with me, grow with you. And that's sort of, again, right? This is sort of what we keep getting here. It's like, yes, we keep seeing it with the little cake celebration here, with the Three of Wands energy. This is sort of a desire, but it's not something that they're actually taking action or working towards. All of this is so much in their head. It's so interesting. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do consider giving it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow, and it also helps me know that those are sort of reading you like. And also, if you want to comment and let me know that you like this, that also helps me know. But yeah, just thank you so much for being here. I feel honored that I was able to read your cards, and until I see you in the next one, bye-bye, my dear friends. I check the camera. Hello, my friends from group 2. So we have Apophyllite. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. So this is the stay positive. Sort of like a message from them to you. It's sort of like, please stay positive. You're like, well, okay, right? I'm always like, oh, okay. So yeah, but they're saying, please stay positive. So why are we supposed to stay positive? Why is this? Let's find out. Now we'll actually do, so first we're going to do all these oracle cards. I'm going to lay them all out. And then we're going to see the tarot, and then we'll finish it off with some messages. Okay. All right. So, we can see why we're like stay positive. There's a sense of them asking you to trust in, like, have faith and trust in this relationship. There's some sort of news, so they're trying to like, oh, okay. That's really interesting, because it's sort of like this, the news that I'm feeling is sort of like that there's some news that you might hear is that they're a player, or that they're, off playing, but they're saying that that's not really, like, that might just be gossip is what I'm seeing here as like something that they're saying. It's sort of like, don't listen to that because it just might just be gossip. And then we have, yeah, so player there, reconciliation. So they're going to come back. That's what it is saying. They're coming back, sort of like reconciling, and grounded. And sort of this is interesting to me because the grounded here is like if you actually see the feet are dirty, and it's sort of like this is maybe grounded, but it's sort of like it's almost like the shoes are coming off. And why is that important? Because I feel like it's sort of, you know, this is a very much a Cinderella theme oracle. And actually, I guess I should introduce you. So this is Moon Moth Goddess Once Upon a Dream oracle. This is Red Hot Love by Beloved Tarot. This is my Sweet Love oracle that's created by me. This is Winter's Embrace by Beloved Tarot, and that is my Yuletide season, the gift of the Yuletide season. So what I am seeing, and we're going to clarify it, but overall, it almost feels like for what I'm seeing here, and I hope it like makes sense because it's sort of a little hazy for me. Sort of because I feel like you're going to hear news of them like maybe getting together with somebody, but it's really not true. I feel like there's a sense of gossip coming through here, because they're sort of like they took off the shoes, and I know that it's like, well, why is that? But it matters because, like I said, this is the Cinderella base one. It's like there's no shoes. The shoe, like, you know, like the shoe that tells you you're the one, that's fallen off. It's sort of, I feel like there's a sense coming through that they're not really, if they're with somebody else, they're not really reconciling, even if that's what you hear. Sort of to like trust in the divine. It's almost like that's what they're saying. So I find that very interesting indeed. Okay, let's actually clarify. I do want to clarify this player, and actually I'm going to clarify almost all of these, but I mean, we're going to do the tarot stuff, but I just like, this was kind of a little confusing for me, so, and I'm honest. Here we go. So why is this player here? What is this player doing here? What is this player message coming through here? Two of Swords, choices coming through. Yeah, so maybe there is like choices. Not that there are players, it's sort of that they have choices. Okay, what is this? We're going to do the grounded. I'm like doing it in different, like, why is this grounded there? The world, yeah. Again, it's sort of, to me, it really does feel that this grounded, it's sort of like they took off something. And so the world being here is sort of like they ended some sort of like a cycle. And here we even have the luggage bag. So they're sort of like moving on to something. Here, what is the news that we have here? What is this news? It's like, okay, the fun, joy, happiness. Yeah, okay. So sense of joy, happiness, but there's a choice and reconciliation. Basically, I'm like 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands in the future. Okay. So maybe they're looking into reconciling with you, but there's still like, there's some sort of choice that they have to make. And so they may appear like a player, but it's not really that they're a player. It's just that there's something like of value that they have to do. So it's sort of like, but it seems to me like they're on the move somehow. Okay, we're gonna use the tarot now. So we are sort of like kind of started with the tarot, but let's go ahead and see what other stuff is coming through. So what messages does the collective of group 2's person have for them today? What does group 2's person have for them today? Page of Candles. Yep, that's the 4 of Candies. That's 4 of Swords again. Okay. Ace of Islands, and one more message. And one Storm Tower. Yeah, okay. Oof. All right. So what am I seeing here is that, yes, for some of you, maybe this person has a committed relationship. The Sun there with the Justice. With the Page of Candles, though, that's what is interesting to me. It's sort of like this is their energy here. Oh, it could be a child. Yeah, okay. That could be something here. For some of you, they actually have a child with somebody else. the choice here is like, do they stay with this person or not? Because the Four of Candy Kings, Four of Swords, sort of like, it means that there's a break. So I'm thinking that it could be a break from you, but it's also like, it seems to me like I said, there's like luggage here. Again, there's like luggage is playing a role here. The Tower moment, sort of like an ending coming through here. Whew. And I don't know why, I don't think it has to do with that Tower moment with you, but it's a Tower moment in your life that doesn't really have to do with you. The Ace of, with the Three of Wands, is sort of like you're planning for something in the future, that it's this offer of Ace of Pentacles, or like it's a genuine, like something new, a beginning, and an offer that's coming through here. Yeah, the Page, what else can we do with this Page of Candles? Sort of like, again, it's sort of like they are unsure of it. Like there's no, I'm almost like, what I'm seeing here is just that it's sort of like very much beginner like energy with that Page, but it's also like they're sort of like unsure of things. They do feel passion 100% there. And they're like passionate, like, but it's inexperienced in some way. We have the Justice card, which is giving me a sense of like trying to find balance, but at the same time, it could be that they're in some sort of committed relationship. Very interesting. This reading is a little confusing. Page of Candles. Why is this Page of Candles going here? Three of Pentacles. Okay. And the Moon. Three of Pentacles and the Moon. They want it to come out. Three of Pentacles. Again, it could be like a reconciliation of some kind coming through. But with the Moon there, it's sort of like unclear. I really do feel like there's a lot of unclarity. It's sort of like a little reminder of group 1 here, but very different. We do have the Sun and we have the Moon. There is like the counterbalances here. So is this, I'm sorry, like the Page, so Three of Pentacles is like collaboration, kind of working together. It could also be, like I said, trying to reconcile, there's a reconciliation coming through, but it's sort of like, I feel like it's stopped by the Moon here. There's still confusion, there's still like stuff that is unsettled. I almost feel like there's hidden emotions, but there's also hidden agendas. And I don't feel like it's from you, it's from another person. What is this Justice card doing here? What is this Justice card doing here? What is this Justice card doing here? Eight of Swords, yeah. And then right there is telling us it's blocked. So this Justice card, yeah, does feel like something, like, I feel like either their thoughts are blocking them, or this actual like, there might be proceedings that are actually like stopping them like from moving forward with you, possibly. That's something. Or it might just be that there's like, I really do feel like there's something external, like maybe they're married or like in a committed relationship, and that's like, nope, can't do anything here. Actually, I'm gonna clarify. What is this Four of Candy Canes, Four of Swords doing here? Eight of Wands, movement. Yeah, there is a movement. But it's sort of like a weird movement to me, because it's sort of like, it's not towards you, but it's away from this other thing that they're doing. Interesting. What is this Ace of Pentacles doing here? This is the movement doing here. Four of Swords. Yeah. Again, moving forward, like it's resting. Even if they want to offer, it's sort of like you're being blocked a lot by their thoughts, but it also feels like there's another person blocking this connection. What is the Storm doing here? What is the Storm doing here? What is the Storm with the Tower doing here? Five of Swords. Wow, look at that. Yeah. Ooh, how many? You have a whole bunch of swords. Like, and that's the energy I feel like. That's so it's thoughts. There's thoughts here. There's also like egos involved here. But I don't feel like it's yours. I mean, like, I just feel like there's like too many chefs in the kitchen. Somebody else is like, whoa, this is like, yeah, feeling like there's somebody else involving in this connection. And so it's sort of like very strange to me. Who is this person? So nosy. Oh, who is this person? Who's blocking this connection? Who's blocking this connection? Who's blocking this connection? Who's blocking this connection? Okay, Pentacles, okay. Somebody who has money or is blocking this connection. I was hoping to get like an actual somebody who's hiding something. Yeah, okay. But who? Who? I want to know who. The who. It's like, okay. One more is all I can say. Like somebody who's hiding something. It could be this person, but it just doesn't feel like it. It feels like somebody else. Who is blocking this connection? Empress, yeah, okay. That's probably a wife or a significant other, yeah. Okay. Hiding things. Four of Pentacles. So they're also very like controlling, hiding, manipulative. I'm like, we're not gonna go, we're not touching that. I don't want to touch that. So yeah. Poof. Well, I guess we're getting more messages than we intended, but yeah. So all of that is sort of like, so this, all of this connection with you is all like, it's trying to be hidden, but it's not very well. This person knows, and that's why they're blocking it. Really good. Very, very interesting. Let's see what this, what messages they have for you. This is the Love on the Brain by Gifted Soul 77. What's the messages they have for you? I'm proud of you. Okay. There's pride for you. Interesting. Okay. I'm bad news. Kind of do think that you might be my friend. I'm like, who? Even if you're not, like, who it's complicated. I feel like we've known each other in another lifetime. Yeah, I think that's true. I feel like we both feel that way. And the only thing I regret is not being with you sooner. And yeah, well, they do regret it. But it's sort of like, yeah, there's a lot. We can't just be friends. Okay, so we can't just be friends. Nope. But you can't be together either. Oh, boy. Oh, wow, look at that. You are my one and only. So, seeing things a little bit different here, I can see that they're like, in their mind, that's the message that I'm kind of seeing. And sort of like, it's interesting because I feel like group one was also like, this other person was also very much in their mind. And so in their mind, they're like, yeah, we're ready to move forward. I'm like, yes, they think about reconciliation with you. They think about like, oh my goodness, like we can have it. I almost feel like you can have it all. And so it's all in their head though. They see themselves packing their bags. Like I said, luggage was a big thing here, like packing their bags and everything. But no, none of that. That is not like they. It's almost like they daydream about it, but action taking not whatsoever. And that Empress energy is like, poof, that is a whole lot of blockages, and I don't like. That is something I don't even. Like I said, I don't even want to touch that. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I don't like this person. I can see it. They daydream about it. They're like, yeah, they have strong feelings for you. But again, sort of like, that's why I get that Page of Wands energy. Yeah, they're like, sort of like almost a bit immature. And I don't mean like in a judgmental way. It's just sort of like, nope, they're not even ready. They can't leave that. They can't leave that significant other because they're not ready. Oh, it's funny. Sorry. I know it's not funny in terms of like that. I'm just like, oh, you talk a big game. I could see you're a big talker, but in reality, it's like, oh. And it's interesting because the Eight of Wands came in reverse there. Okay. And this is like Tarot of My Heart by Beloved Tarot and Painted Love by Beloved Tarot too. Okay. Here we go. You're nothing but trouble. And I don't feel like that's you. I actually feel like it's actually probably the other person, like the other Empress saying that you're nothing but trouble to this person. I kind of am. Okay. And can't you see what you do to me? I have very strong attraction to you. And so you swoop me off my feet every single time. And that's the Eight of Wands. And so in reverse, it's sort of like you they feel it. There's no motion forward. I'm sorry for the pain. I hope someday we'll be together again. And yeah, so that's 100% their message there for you. And then we have the Knight of Wands. I will take you to places you've never seen before. Yeah, but you see, like they're the page, they're the knight, but not the king or the queen even. They're not there. That's like, nope, they're not there. That's why I'm saying it's a little immature. That energy is coming through here. Let's see what messages from the Heart Whisperers. What messages do you have? This person has a constant group. We are connected. Yeah. I do think that because you can feel them, and they feel you. Look at that soulmate. They say could be definitely mind games keep me safe. Yeah, and so I think I also like would live in different worlds. That makes sense. And don't walk away. That's another thing. So what I am seeing here is that you are connected. And they do whether they mean to or not, they do play mind games. Because it is, I can see why they could be referred to as a bit of a player. Because they're not, they're in a relationship with somebody else. And that you can see because this other person's blocking this connection you have with this person. So they kind of are. It's like, he's like, no, I'm not a player. But I'm like, they kind of are, my friend. I'm sorry to say this. Not a judgment on you, but if you have those two things, you can't have your cake and eat it too. It's just sort of not happening. And so, I get it. I see it. They care about you a lot, but I'm just like, it's sort of like I'm just like, there's nothing like talk big, but all right, let's see what song's coming through for you. Sorry, I'm like, this is so fascinating. Okay. Messages I want to say. The Sign, Ace of Spades. Okay, that's by this is my Electric Love, and this is Jukebox of Love by Love and Tarot. This is being used. I almost feel like I'm laughing because it's sort of like this other, like the Empress energy that, the other significant other. It's sort of like they kind of treat this person a little bit, like you're nothing but trouble. Like they're kind of harsh with this person. You can see sort of why it is, but so this is sort of like, this is their energy towards this. So it's like, I guess all his money, well, it isn't enough to keep her bill collectors at bay. I guess all his money, well, it isn't enough because the girl's got expensive taste. I won't pay. Nah, why don't you get a job? Say no. So no way. Say no way. No. Why don't you get a job? So this is all about being used. And I feel like this person feels like they're being used by like the other significant other. And the significant other 100% feels that. And they might even tell this person to get a job or to get a better job or to do more. I really feel like there's a lot of anger, a lot of things, but this other person is not going to give this person up because they're sort of like, the significant other is very much a controlling person. Nothing personal. Just seeing what I see here. There's signs, and so what I'm seeing with this Ace of Spades, the sign, it's sort of like they take a lot of like everything that goes around them, sort of like they take it as a sign. So they think about you often, like there's a sign. It's sort of like they really believe in that. Here is what's sort of like the cutting room floor. And again, this is sort of more on the connection that this person has with that significant other. So here it is. It's nothing's left, no remorse. This isn't love, this is a war. The fight was fixed at the front door of your cutting room floor. And I know I'm right, but I'm sick of screaming at a wall of silence while you wash your hands clean. And another toxic cycle, another sleepless night, another twisted alibi to drive. And so, like, I feel like, wow, they have a lot of, like, I would even recommend that you step away because there's a whole lot of, like, baggage that has nothing to do with you. Like, I'm just like, whew. Yeah, but it's up to you. It's always, everybody has personal freedom and choice and everything, but it just, there's a lot of toxic energy, and not like, it just feels like that connection that this person has with the significant other is very intense. So here we have, okay, let me go by a song by Three Doors Down. One more kiss could be the best thing, but one more lie could be the worst. And all these thoughts are never resting, and you're not something I deserve. You love me, but you don't know who I am. I'm torn between the life I lead and where I stand. And you love me, but you don't know who I am. So let me go, let me go. And so this person does feel like they're being torn apart in many ways, because there's attraction to you. Like they both, like, really, I feel like, wow, I could see, well, this person really does have that Two of Swords energy, 100%. They want two things. Because even though there's a toxic level here with this other significant other, that I can see that connection, and that, like, they're attached to each other. It's almost like they like to make each other miserable. And so this person's not going to walk away, even though in their mind, like I said, they keep playing it, like, in daydreaming about it, but actuality not going to happen. And so in the end here, this is by, like, Self-Worth right here, sung by Linkin Park. So keep that in mind. I designed the rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard in spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me. I'm surprised you got so far. Things aren't the way they were before. You couldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. And so they feel like this, like I said, there's like, and it's interesting to me because their messages to you is sort of like complaining about their connection. Right? It's not even like, yeah, there's some messages of like, yeah, you're awesome. Like, yeah, we can get really, like, I'm going to move. I'm going to get on. Don't listen to all this other, like, because I feel like there's gossip there. I'm coming. Like, there's trust in everything. And I really, like, this person's like very strong on signs, and they have that. But like, really coming down to this message is them complaining about their connection with this other person. It's like, they don't really get me. It's like it's just so much toxicity here. Even if, like, for whatever reason, yes, you can stay positive, stay positive. They're trying to stay positive, but they've made a mess out of this. I'm so sorry. My recommendation, not that you have to listen to it, and this is just me reading the cards, is just to take a step away from this. This is like, because this is baggage that's not yours. This has nothing to do with you, my friend. I mean, like, I get it. I understand. But yeah. So, but it's up to you. Hopefully you like this reading. I'm actually going to give you a guidance, because I'm like telling you all this stuff, and I'm like, let me guide, help, guide. What guidance, what help, what, guidance can we give the collective of group 2? Especially with this connection, what do they need to hear from this connection, especially? Sixth chakra, third eye, acknowledge spirit. I trust in a higher source, and I acknowledge my direct connection with it. In stillness, I listen to the wisdom inside, and I am open to the spirituality that is within me and all around me. I know that love is the creative force. I meditate and welcome mystical truths. I am open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quest from spiritual teachers, masters, or guru. And so I'm going to say that, okay, that is true. That is something that's there. They are, I feel like, for the most part, they are like, I think they are trying to find a higher, like, trying to find wisdom and guidance here. Yeah. I just don't know that really will help them. It's sort of like they have to go through their own challenge here. They have to go through their own thing. And so I feel like you have to focus on yourself, because you are, like, I can feel your energy is very much loving, very caring, very, like, amazing. And so right now they're not, like, in the place where they can receive it, because right now they're kind of a jumbled mess. So that's what I have for you. Group 2, I apologize if you didn't like it. You just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If yeah, that's what I have to say. Just take what resonates and always leave what doesn't. It's all up to you, my friends. Thank you so much I feel honored that I'm able to read your cards. If you did like this reading, give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello, my friends from group 3. Oh my goodness. So happy that you are here as we find out what messages this person has for you. So it is, I'll show you this one. So it's Pink Opal, be kind to yourself. So that's a message that they actually have for you. To be kind to yourself. So that's important coming through. Let's actually see what other, I'm just like, sorry, the last pile was a bit intense, so I'm a little like, whew. So we cleared up some energy here, but I just wanna see what we have. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is interesting. So we have, this is Winter's Embrace by Be Love and Tarot. This is Gifts of the Yuletide Season by me. This is Sweet Love by me. This is Red Hot Love by Be Love and Tarot. And then we have Once Upon a Dream by Moonmoth Goddess. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to introduce that. Alright, so we have Embrace. That's, for me, the Embrace is like Ace of Cups, right? I feel like, but then there's, here we have, so like very, and there's a certain, like innocence to this, right? So I feel like there's an innocence here. Ace of Cups, very loving, tender energy. Then there's the pause here, which I assume is like, because this is a no contact, I assume there's like a bit of a breakup. But look how it is, it says a pause, not an ending, but rather a pause. So this is interesting to me as well. I feel like then there's blessings, like you're gonna start, I feel like signs here are coming through for this, or there's like, they're like, be on the lookout for the signs, for the like messages. There's going to be some sort of communication, and then there's like the beauty here. Oh wow, it's sort of reminding me, like, because you have like a little bit of dead leaves, and so there is I've actually experienced it where there's the for all intended purposes, like the rose seems like it's dying, but then all of a sudden there's like growth coming through here. And so I feel like that's the thing that's coming through here, the message what I'm seeing here. So very strong messages, even though there's a pause, there's still like love here, and be on the lookout for those signs. And there's some sort of communication coming through. Telephone might be a message. And the beauty here, I feel like it's sort of like, again, a sort of a reawakening of something. And so that's kind of what we're gonna go with for you for collective group. So see what other, we're doing the tarot coming through here. What messages group 3's person wants to know right now when I'm here? Queen of Presents. Oh, interesting. Hangman energy coming through along with the High Priestess. Okay. And this is Christmas Cheer Tarot that I created. 8 of Candy Canes. Okay. What else? The Queen of Ornaments. Okay, we have 2 queens here. So this is definitely interesting. In terms of that there could be somebody else here, so it could be a third-party situation, or it could be that your energy is there into, we have the High Priestess, and I feel that that's 100% that is your energy. So lots of psychic abilities, but there's also a sense of you detaching. You're sort of trying to figure out what's going to happen. I feel like there's like, yeah, you're like trying to figure this out. You're like, what's happening here? Because they don't communicate at all. The 8 of Candy Canes, that's the 8 of Swords. That's like, they're blocked. There's like no communication coming through. I actually feel like they want communication, but it's being like blocked, possibly by their own worries, by their own thought process. And so the Hangman energy, though, that's an interesting energy because it's sort of like, there's not a lot of stuff that they're going to do. And I'm beginning to see that a lot of these people are not doing so much. But it is sort of like they are trying to like go deep within themselves and understand themselves more. I'm going to clarify all this. I'm like, why is the Queen of Presents doing here? What is the Queen of Presents doing here? What is the Queen of Presents doing here? the star and healing coming through. Okay, so some sort of healing coming through. So maybe you heal them. They want to they actually want to show their emotions to you. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. What is the Hangman doing here? What is the Hangman doing here? What's the Hangman doing here? 7 of Wands. Yeah, we're defending ourselves. What is this High Priestess doing here? What is this High Priestess doing here? The Hangman again. Hangman is trying to come out. Hangman was a lot. You might want to watch group 1 a little bit if you feel like that's something there. What is the 9? What is the 8 of Candy Canes doing here? What is the 8 of Candy Canes or 8 of Swords doing here? What is the 8 of here? 2 of Cups. Yeah. Third party might be, like I said, third party is coming here. And what is this Queen of Ornaments doing here? What is this Queen of Ornaments doing here? Magician energy. What is this? I want to actually clarify everything. What is this? What is this Queen of Pentacles doing here? What is this Queen of Pentacles doing here? What is this Queen of Pentacles doing here? Oh, you're kidding me. You're funny. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is being clarified with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, but okay, so what I'm going to tell you is that this feels like your energy. This feels like there's somebody else's energy, possibly a significant other, baby mama. I don't know, because that's what I'm seeing here. And I like how there's sort of like, it's an interesting, 2 major arcanas kind of battling each other a little bit. We have the Magician here, which is interesting because you also, okay, so you have that manifesting. They're good manifestors. You have healing, which you have here. You also have like psychic abilities, very giving. The star healing, very emotional. So this is sort of like interesting because 2 major arcanas you're so basically you're both very prevalent in this person's life. 7 of Wands, they have their guards up, they're defensive. Yeah, and so the High Priestess energy here, it's almost like, I want to say that it is that it's sort of both of your energies. I feel like this Hangman energy. So you have very strong feelings. I feel like they have strong feelings for you as well, but there is like a sense like I said, you're competing with somebody. Third party right here, that's the blockage in here. The Hangman energy is sort of like, yeah, there's no motion here. It's sort of like, I just feel like it's all similar, different but similar to all the other ones. Wow. So their message, what is their message here? I'm sorry, I'm just like, oh wow, it's like yes, be kind to yourself. Yes. There's messages that basically it's sort of like, feel stuck in the middle, I guess is what it is. They feel stuck because you're very, very attracted to them. Like, you're very attractive to them. They're like, they really, like, they have a strong pull, like, towards you. They're like, they have this. There's something very, like, you are very giving, very nourishing. You just share emotions. Very, like, they feel, like a psychic, deep connection here, a spiritual connection too. So they're fighting it. They're going deep within themselves, but they're guarding. They're guarding from you, like them. And so this Hangman energy here with the High Priestess is sort of like like I said, it feels like you are connected, like intuitively. But they feel it, they can do it, but they're not doing anything, and they're not going to take action. They have this 8 of Candy Canes, this 8 of Swords, and it's sort of like they're stuck in that, and it's mental, but it's also like, no, this is like an actual like person here. Wow, and like I said, it could be a baby mama. It could also be somebody that helps support them. They're not gonna like bite the hand that feeds. No. So I feel like basically they're saying like, oh, I don't know what to do. I can't really do anything. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I have I feel you. I can they dream about you. I feel like you possibly connect and communicate intuitively, right? You kind of like sense each other. They try to block that. They try to try to block all this like hangman energy. Like they can't move forward, so they're trying to block this. But the attraction is there. But again, it's like this other person is pulling them. So they're feeling like, I don't know what to do. That's what the message is here. Messages down. I'm like, this is a weird, but it's okay. We're going to go with it because that's how it is. So, okay, what messages do you have? What messages does this person have for the collective group 3? And I'm using Love on the Brain by Gifted Soul 77. Okay, sometimes I think about what it would be like to lose you, and it's the worst feeling in the world. Yeah, we can't be just friends. Nope, they don't want to be friends. Nope, they don't just want to have you in their life. I need space to figure out what I want. Yep, they do need that space, and they are asking for it. They have the Hangman energy there, the 8 swords. But the Hangman, wow, the Hangman came twice. This is like the energy. So group 1 feels very much like this. You watch that one, you might there might be more messages there for you. It's a blank, and like I'm normally like, well, like I just feel like they just don't know what to say, right? It's like, if I ever let you go, it's not because it's because I had to, not because I wanted to. That's the important thing for you to know, I guess. Yeah. One more. Give me one more card. This one is totally true though, that I get, yeah. I'm up all night thinking about you, and you feel it. And that's why I'm like, dude, but you're keeping this like connection going when you kind of have something else on the spot. I don't know. I'm not trying to, I'm just like, poof. I get frustrated. It's like, I don't get it. Can't imagine what you were feeling. I can't. I was just like, oh my god. I'm never meant to hurt you, and now you're gone. Yeah, I sort of feel like they want to keep you, but they also want to keep this other thing. I'm like, oof. The Hierophant. I promise to be faithful now and forever, and that's this connection here, right there. And I will always love you no matter what. Yeah, and I think they do. They do. They really do genuinely do this. It's just turn the key to my heart. Just turn the key to my heart. And I feel like that's the thing. But they have this like other thing here on the side that's also major. And this is Painted Love by V11 Tarot. Oh wow. And look at that. You have the Queen of Cups in here. He's the Queen of Cups. He's the King of Cups. You are my king, ruler of my heart. Yeah. That might be something you tell him. So I can see you're compatible, but I could also see this, and that's not gonna end. Like I could see this as sort of like, nope, it's still there, and I think it's gonna be there for a while. And maybe this is your energy. Give me my heart back. I know you don't care. And so this is sort of like, look, it's like just turn the key to my heart. Yeah, I was like, oh, but yeah. It's sort of like, I feel like an impossible situation. It's like, it's not comfortable. Not at all. Okay, one more message coming from this. Return to me, my love. Yeah, I think that's you, actually. And a part of them as well. I just feel like they're like, come on, we can be together. And you're like, yeah, but do you still have this? They're like, yeah, it's okay. No. No. Oh boy, people are funny. Okay, let's see other messages. Sorry, if it doesn't make sense, just take what resonates. And if it doesn't feel right, then it's okay. Tell me other messages this person has. Mind games keep me safe. Yeah. I'm like, oh boy. I like you. We're soul family. Look at that. And I feel like the soul family is also this one. They're like, they have family there. They feel like that's connected. It couldn't work. It wouldn't work, actually. It wouldn't work. Even if we were together, it just wouldn't work. And then we have they don't approve. Yep, they don't approve. You're with somebody, my friend. What more? One message. I'm sorry. I think I got angry. Yeah, but it makes sense. There's for some of you, yeah, this twin flames totally right there. I hear your voice. Yeah, they do. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, sorry, I'm laughing because it's sort of like, wow, this is a crazy reading. This is like messages I didn't know that were going to happen, and I'm just like, it's like the same thing over. It's just different, but it's very similar. It's like, why? I don't know. Let's see what song, what message in terms of song can guide us here, my friend. For all of this, I want to see. Inside that I cried. Okay, yeah. It just does feel like that. You Drive Me Crazy by Britney Spears. And this one more. Give me one more. All of our broken dreams. Yeah. Okay, fine. And torn, yes. Okay, and one more. I really like this. Okay. All right, so we have torn. Yeah, this person is definitely torn. I could tell, like, they're like, it was two, like, here we have the Queen of Pentacles, and same here we have the Queen of Cups. They feel like they're the King of Cups, though. That's interesting to me. But this is a like significant connection here. You drive me crazy. You do, because they want it. Inside that I cry. Yep, there's a sense of like they cry inside. They want things, but at the same time they're not willing to like step forward or anything. This is my life in the knife trade, and so don't get up as I was leaving. I was only leaving the room when the door of your judgment swings back around again. Maybe I'll stop to watch your act, and I'll go on my way. I've seen quite enough of too many childish games. I'm ashamed of every moment that I ever gave them the time of day. All the worst enemies are somehow always friends that used to be. So you are not. I feel like, yeah. So they're like, it's sort of like they're defending. So I feel like you and them are not in a good thing, but it's not because of you. I think it's because of them. They're just sort of like, just sort of like there's this pull and push kind of thing. Okay, and this is 45 by Gaslight Anthem. But have you seen my heart? Have you seen how it bleeds? And the nights are so long, baby, out here in the deep and thickening hour. The tick-ticking hours lonely. I hear the alarm I used to hear when you would sleep in my arms, but better senses say, I turn the record over, I'll see you on the flip side. There you go. Turn the key, engine over, let her go. And so there's a sense of like wanting to let you go, but at the same time longing and missing you. And I feel like this is why I kind of laugh, because it's sort of like their energy is both pushing you away and at the same time pulling you towards them. I'm like, no, they're not making a clean break. And so I can see why it's a bit frustrating for you, and frustrating for me a bit too as well. Because if you don't know, I love happily ever afters, and this does not seem like a happily ever after. So I walk a lonely road, the only one that I've ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty streets on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps, and I'm the only one. I walk alone. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there would find me. Till then, I walk alone. And so I feel like it's the shadow here. I feel like that's also. That's why I'm like, this could definitely be a twin flame connection, because I feel like the shadow is important. And then we have First and Ellen by Modern Life is War. So scrape your heart up from the bottom of the barrel. Keep your faith in the path that's growing narrow. Kill the doubt inside your head. We overcome, we push ahead. And so even though like all of this, there's still like some part of them that's like, yeah, things are going to be okay. They just don't know how to do it. They don't know, but they keep on moving forward, and the connection is there because I can feel it. Emotionally. Neither one has given up. So be kind to yourself, because they can't be kind to you right now. What guidance can we get for the collective of group 3? with this connection, in terms of this connection and for what it is, generosity. Fourth chakra. Okay, generosity. Generosity sharing. I give myself freely and I'm open to opportunities to do so. I do this because I can and I expect nothing in return. Speaking from the heart will let those around me know that how I feel about them. My generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit. Through love, I have positive, spontaneous, and lasting influence on the healing and transformation of both myself and others. Oh, wow. Okay. Spirit is telling me to be quiet. Okay, thank you, Spirit. We may not understand what this connection is. We may not I don't understand it. I may not understand it, and maybe you don't even but there's here is sort of like there's some healing that is being done in this connection that, like I said, I don't get it because I like things to be like I like happily ever after, and this doesn't seem like happily ever after, but there is a happily ever after here. I give myself, and that maybe you're a lot more emotionally mature than I am, because I give myself freely. I am open to opportunities to do so. I do this excuse my coughing. I do this because I can and I expect nothing in return. So you love, that's true. True love is not expecting somebody to love you back. It's loving them because you love them. Okay. Spirit, shut me up. Okay. All right. I hear ya. Speaking from the heart will let those around me know how I feel about them. My generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit, and you did. Oh, wow. Through love, I have positive, spontaneous, and lasting influence on healing and transformation of both myself and others. So if you love, right, if you love truly, which is what it is, you don't expect anything back. It is just the mirror, like it is, you change, and you changed this person by loving them. And we change those we love by loving them. Not because we want them to love us back, although that is quite lovely if they do, but just because we love them. It's something, wow, okay. I won't complain, I won't say anything, I'm sorry if I was being a bit cynical. Thank you, Spirit, for shutting me up. And thank you for being here, for watching this reading. I'm sorry if, the way I read is kind of awkward, but I'm just me. So thank you so much for being here. I feel honored that I was able to read your cards, and I really do hope and wish that, lots of luck with this connection, my friend. Until I see you in the next one, bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello, my dear friends from group 4. Okay, so their messages. We're going to find out what their messages are for you. This is a no contact. So we have Red Knight, find a way to forgive. Sort of feel like they're asking for forgiveness, and they're also saying forgive yourself as well. You have Epidut. Go deeper. So go deeper in forgiveness. Go deeper in almost I want to say healing as well. This is also reminding me a lot of the heart chakra. So go deeper. Healing the heart chakra might be something coming through here. Yeah. So those are actually important messages. So we need to go deep into our healing. Find a way to forgive. Can you forgive them? Can you forgive yourself as well? Protected. This one actually had a lot more cards than every other pile, so let's brighten adversity. Have sloth. You have no show. You have self-love needed, yeah. And worried. Okay, so we have a lot of let me just say, this is my gifts from the Yuletide season. This is Winter's Embrace by V11 Tarot, one of amazing oracle deck. We have, this is Sweet Love by me. The no show is Red Hot Love by V11 Tarot, and this is Once Upon a Dream by Moonmoth Goddess. So all amazing, all awesome. I'm gonna actually, okay. Sorry, I'm just how would I want to do this? I'm actually, okay. These, I feel very much, oh wow, there's a hawk overhead. Okay. So that makes, Spirit's kind of going here. So a self-love needed, and I feel it's a sense that also has to do with find a way to forgive. So it's sort of forgiving yourself. There's also feel a reflection, so maybe twin flame energy here. The go deeper, and with the worry there, I'm gonna say like go deeper, and why it is, it almost feels like why, if you really feel strongly, which I feel like you feel like this connection strongly, why are you also like so afraid of like, it's almost like you're trying to go deeper into your insecurities is what I'm seeing here. Okay, thank you for making it that much clearer. So like, what is it that makes you worried? What is it like? Go deep into those insecurities and see what it means. Like, what is it all about that? Very, very interesting. I also feel like they might be like, you might both be worried, because I feel like that's the energy of both of you. It's like, will we be together? I don't know, but definitely they need to learn how to forgive themselves, and they also need to like, they're focusing on self-love. This is sort of what I'm seeing here. It's almost like, yeah, sort of like their energy and your energy and your energy and their energy. So it's sort of like interconnected there. So this is fascinating. I'll look at this 2 of Cups that are sort of empty. So I feel like, and so adversity is 100% kind of the center of this message here. There is adversity. There are, but there is a path there. I like that at all. Like, even though the adversity is there, it's sort of like you can, I always look at that in terms of when I see mountains, I think of always the Lenormand. It's like, yes, there is an obstacle, and it may take time, especially with the slow, it may take time, but it is one that you can overcome. And I sort of feel like that's the sense here. Yeah, so I feel like this is a very interesting reading, because I'm almost like your energy, their energy is being very much focused, but in the center of it all is sort of like there is like obstacles in this path. There is obstacles in this connection. For some of you, it's sort of like there's like a sense of like there's not. This is sort of like a Knight of Pentacles energy, but it also feels like they're worried that even because of that, there might be no show. There might be like the love will go out of it. The 2 of Cups won't be there anymore. With this brighten, though, it is sort of like, that's another thing. You brighten their life. You, and I feel like they brighten yours as well. Protected is sort of like, I feel like you're both divinely protected. Interesting. You both have familiars. Or like you both have animal guides, yeah, I feel like animal guardians, if you will. Yeah. Sort of interesting to me. Protected very much. Whew. This is actually a very intense connection. Don't want to clarify things. I do actually want to clarify things. I want to clarify that protected, and I want to clarify the no-show. Why is that no-show there? Oh, and I actually want to clarify the worry. Why is this no-show there? What is this no-show there? Is this no-show there? The Knight of Cups. Yep. So worried of no-show, like worried that the again, look in the cups. The Knight of Cups, it's sort of like not showing the emotions, not being able to express the love. Sort of like there is love there and it wants to be expressed, but will it not be able to? Or when they express it, will you not be there? What is this protected? Protect. Actually not protected, but you are protecting. What is this protect? 2 of Swords. Choices. Protecting the King of Pentacles. There's a choice. There might be somebody else in there with that King of Pentacles energy. So somebody's protecting this energy. Interesting. What is the slow doing here? What is the slow doing here? What's the slow doing here? What is the slow doing here? What is the slow doing here? 7 of Cups. Slow because there's choices, unsure. Yeah, there's a like, so this person has a lot of choices and you might have a lot of choices. There's a lot of choices. A lot of daydreaming, I think, too, as well. What is this bird doing here? Sorry. The Tower. and Four of Pentacles. So we're worried about like something like big changing coming, and also Four of Pentacles. So worried about money, not being able to support, and also like I almost feel like keeping things in there. Wow. I do want to see what this adversity is. I realize I'm like, that's actually very important. Let's say, what is this adversity doing here? Nine of Swords. Oh, pain. Like worries. Again, worries that the Tower happened, that maybe like things won't be able to change. Seven of Swords also is there. So it's sort of like masking things, hiding things, and then like the worries come through. This is brighten. Since we're already doing this, Ten of Pentacles, yeah, joy, happiness, you are familiar to them. So I feel like they feel like the Magician energy is there. Oh, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Even though this is not really the official one, the Queen of Wands. But it really wasn't. Actually, it was interesting because I picked it up, and though the Queen of Wands was there, but it was the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like it's almost like a divine timing kind of thing. And so slow might be a thing because it's still formulating. So messages. Love is there, 100, but they're afraid that the love will go away. I think that's what I'm seeing here. A change in Tower, and again, sort of like the Four of Pentacles with the Tower, sort of like not wanting to acknowledge that there is change that needs to happen. Sort of holding on to the past and holding on to I feel like the limitations here. You do feel familiar. There's something, I guess you're possibly being guarded by the King of Pentacles, and also like, because there's like sort of like, I almost feel like there's choices there that are blocking you, like this person's blocking this other person. And the adversity is their own fear, and also not willing to actually show their true self here. That's the adversity. It's sort of like all both created mentally. It's fascinating. See what other, like what messages this Lovers. The Stormy Tower is coming here twice. Independence, yeah. Interesting. And then the bottom is the Candy King, Knight of Candy Kings, which is Knight of Swords. Interesting. So, like, I just wanted the Tower. So the Tower is something there, and that is falling over on this like no-show. So maybe it was that they didn't show up. Maybe that there was like a miscommunication of some kind. It also just feels like, to me, it's sort of like the storm is also love. It's sort of like unexpected love, like this deep love that just doesn't go away. I just feels that way. Yeah. So there's this sense here of, I feel like maybe protecting themselves, and maybe you're protecting yourself too with this independence, with this like Nine of Pentacles. They're like independent, you kind of want to be single, don't really trust, and maybe, so that's what I feel like. I actually feel like their own message is sort of like they rather go at it alone than be like open themselves up. That's what I'm seeing here with this Justice card. I feel like that's the Two of a Swords energy again too. Like it's sort of like a choice. It's sort of trying to find a balance. Maybe for some of you that also could be that they're actually married in a connection of some kind. The Lover's energy though, right there, Lover's energy. With that Page of Presents, it's like they want to communicate that they love you, communicate that they care. And this is the center of it all, right? The Lovers is the center of it all. We do have 3 major arcana. So this is, I almost feel like also maybe karmic connection, karmic relationships, karmic cycles that they have to go through. There's a karma that needs to be paid. But the Lovers, 100% there. They're longing. They want to express, like I said, love. Love wants, look how much. Page of Presents, Knight of Cups. that just wants to be expressed. That just wants to be like, oh. But the Tower is just there. It's sort of like, whew, so strong. Can you explain to me the Storm? I know, it's sort of like, why do we keep repeating it? Seven of Wands, guarding. It's really, I feel like there's like there's a not wanting to move forward, like preventing the change from happening. What is this Nine of Ornaments doing here? I love when Spirit does that. Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles. Obviously, duh. It's sort of like independence. It's sort of like they don't want to put in there. Like I said, they're on, like, they rather be by themselves a little bit, because I think they don't really trust. If something happened, they don't trust the love. They're worried. They're protecting their heart. Justice. What is the Justice doing there? What is the Justice card doing here? Justice card doing here. The Fool energy. So a new beginning, and also like the Ace of Swords. So it's sort of like clarity coming through here. They're trying to find maybe a new beginning. Like, actually, look at this, because the Fool and these are both kind of two new beginnings. One's with a sense of clarity and purpose. So maybe they're trying to get that there. Maybe trying to find that balance between, like, being, I almost want to say, like, having hope, but at the same time acknowledging, like, some sort of truth. What is this Page of Presence doing there? What is this Page of Presence doing there? The Emperor. Oh, yeah, my friend, that's big. Yeah, that's big. Expressing their emotions, expressing that this is what it is. They want to express their, like, love. Really, it is their love, and it's sort of like that. They're also like the Emperor. They're like, nope, I'm the Emperor. What is the Lovers doing here? What is the Lovers doing here? What is the Lovers doing here? Lovers, yeah, long term with this Three of Wands energy. So like they see it potential here, but it's a long term, like I said, it's slow moving here. But I want to see. And the Wheel of I tell you, the Wheel of Fortune, it's sort of like, I want to say it's sort of like it's up to divine timing here. I really, like, that's what I'm seeing here. It's sort of like you can, in the bottom of it's Justice again. It's like divine timing. It's the karma that needs to be broken, sort of stuff that they need to go through. They need to accept some sort of change. Some, like, they keep trying to, like, block it. Seven of Wands, blocking the Tower, blocking the Storm. Four of Pentacles, again, that's sort of like trying to block it, trying to control things, the Tower. But the Tower is uncontrollable. The Tower is like a shift and change that's going to happen whether they like it or not. So yeah, they have a lot of feelings for you. They want to express it. They do not allow themselves to do it. They rather almost feel like pretend that, like, things don't matter. With the Nine of Pentacles, it's sort of like, yeah, I really am enjoying being single. Yeah, maybe what they're saying is sort of like they need the time for themselves now. They need the self-love. They need to, like, find a way to forgive themselves, find a way to forgive. I almost feel like forgive, like, a whole lot of stuff, like maybe forgive people who have hurt them in the past, possibly a significant other. Forgive, I almost want to say their parents as well. Like, I feel like there's a whole lot of forgiveness that they have to do. And so maybe if this is their energy, which kind of feels like it is, and I sort of feel like this is your energy here, lots of love, but there's some sort of change that needs to happen with you, but you're trying to block it a little bit. Let's see what the messages they have for you in terms of, like, actual messages, for the messages they have. I'm not ready. As clear as they get it. And you can tell that they're not. I know that I'm taking you for granted, and I want to make it up to you. Yep, okay. This is, I'm not sure if I love on the brain, but gifted soul 777. Not sure if I said it. I'm sorry. I kind of went into it. Like, I choose you. I choose you. I know that I don't tell or show you often, but my life is better with you. Wow. I cannot bear to lose you. And it was kind of upside down. So I'm saying, like, I think they feel it, but they won't express it. You're my one and only. Yeah, there's a lot of love here. One more. What? When I'm with you, my anxiety dissipates. I'm able to let go and have fun. Yeah, there's a lot of like, they worry a lot too. So I'm just like, you make me happy. Such a lovely, lovely expressions here. Love, 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 love this. You make me happy. I want to fell, so I'm gonna try to pick it up. I'm sorry if I like took everything in the process. We cannot be just friends. Okay. So if you were thinking just friends, it's not gonna happen. I just can't do it. I have strong feelings for you, and I feel like you have strong feelings for them. Let's see what other messages. Then now I'm going to be using Painted Love by V Love and Tarot, and her gift, her Tarot of the Heart. So let's see. What messages do you have? You swept me off my feet every single time. Okay, Eight of Wands, so trying to communicate something. Trying to go fast, but I think it's not really. Knight of Wands, I will take you to places you've never been before. Lots of like thoughts of sexy times. King of Swords, I restrain my feelings for you, but please know I do care. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Wands. Being with you is so electric, I just can't get enough. Wow, like desire big time, my friends. But yeah, look, I restrain my feelings, and you can see that they do. It's like, nope, we can't show you. Four of Wands, my love, you're my happily ever after. Wow. Oh wow. One more. Oh. It's interesting. Here we have the time we shared was not a plain smooth affair. Yeah. But it's just you and me. Nothing else matters. That's the hermit mode, and they might be going through a hermit mode time right now. I say one more time, and I'm like, oh, let me see what else you got. Okay. One more message in terms of these guys. Oh, okay. Oh, you always do this. King of Wands. Oh, baby, turns me on when you take control. Oh, so they like to take control a little bit there. There's a lot of fiery passion here, a lot of emotions. And here it's sort of like, I need to feel like I'm your first priority. And I feel like that's your energy saying that to them. And so here it is. I know you better than you know yourself. Oh, wow, look at that. Our hearts will turn to gold if we stay in love. And I don't know what that means. But it means maybe they'll turn to gold. I don't know what that feels like. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's basically what I'm saying. Let's see what other messages are coming. I'm using my Heart Whispers oracle. So I taste your sweetness. We live in different worlds. That seems to be a thing. Yep, I do. So you might be in different locations. It just might be that they see things differently. You changed my world. Yeah, you did. 100%. It was love at first sight. Your smile lights me up. Forgive me. Yeah, see, forgiveness. Again, there's a sense of forgiveness coming through here. I'm sorry, but I can't. So much love, but we are connected. Yeah. Oh, I read your words. And here we have soulmate. Soulmate. Oh, lovely people. I'm telling you this, and this is not like a very, it has like stuff like more like that, but it also has a lot. But here you have so much love. You are my world. Okay, let's see what songs we have. Song messages. So you're using My Electric Love, and we're using Jukebox of Love by Beloved and Tarot. Don't let go. Don't let go. Don't let go of love. Like basically, don't let go of the love. Don't let go. Keep going because of you. Yeah. Okay, hold on. This is the Dark Night of the Soul card. So maybe they're going through the Dark Night of the Soul, especially with that tower peeking around here. And one more. So yeah. Ooh, okay. All right. Sorry. It's like all of this. Okay, so lots of love here, yeah, because of you, they found love. They just don't want to let go of this love. But then here we have, this is like, they might be going through a dark night of the soul. Maybe that's why they're also in hermit mode. So no one ever lied straight to your face. No one ever stabbed you in the back. You might think I'm happy, but I'm not gonna be okay. Everybody always gave you what you wanted. You never had to work. It was always there. You don't know what it's like to be hurt, to be lost, to be left out in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, to feel like you've been pushed around, to be on the edge of breaking down, and no one's there to save you. No, you don't know what it's like. Welcome to my life, and that's simple plan. And so I feel like they might be going through that, like, dark night of the soul kind of energy, and so maybe that is why that self-love is needed right now. They need to learn how to forgive themselves. They need to forgive, I feel like, the world a little bit too. So that's sort of what I'm seeing here. I know, like, right now I'm like sending some Reiki healing for them. Like, may they find that peace that they so deserve and need. Yeah. Okay, well, actually this one came out a little bit later, so I'm gonna go here. So this one is next. So we have, this is Hemorrhage, song by Fuel. So memories are just where you leave them. Drag the waters till the depths give up their dead. What did you expect to find? Was it something you left behind? Don't you remember anything when I said, don't fall away and leave me to myself. Don't fall away and leave me. Love bleeding in my hands again. Love beating in my hands. So I feel like it's an interesting broken trust here. So one thing I feel like, and it's a message that's interesting, it's sort of like, I feel like they push you away maybe, and then but at the same time didn't really want you to go, and maybe some of you did go, or like, well, what can you do, right? There's no contact thing. But I also feel like some of you actually feel like that. You're like, you were left there too, so you have to learn how to forgive them as well. Because the no-show, the 2 cups, it's sort of like you were a no-show. Like, there's emotions, there's love here, but I feel like there's needs to be healing on both sides of this. Vicious Circle, sung by Melancholy. So I see the sunlight on your face. I see the darkness in your eyes. In my mind, that's lover's paradox. I always try to give you space, no aim to cut you down to size. We got lost in our heart-shaped box. This is actually my, I believe this is like a twin flame. That's what I kind of did that. Because it's sort of like, people, like, what I associate, even like soulmates, but twin flames, or it's not even that. It's sort of like when you have this really strong connection with somebody, you are able to see the darkness in their eyes. You're able to see, like, yes, you're able to see the beautiful side, right? The sun, the light that they shine, but you're also able to see their shadow side and still love them, right? And so, like, you can see the both of them, and sometimes we always try to give you space. Like, they always try, but at the same time, there's sort of like you want to keep somebody, right? It's sort of like, that's what I'm getting here. Hope that makes sense. And this is self-sabotage. And I feel like that's something that they did here. So it's this song by Everlast. So I found me a girl, she's sweet as could be. Everything in her world revolved around me. I had a chance to make her mine, but I was too blind to see. Now I gotta let her go and pray that she'll come back to me. She's my angel, she's my lover, she's my very best friend. I hate her cause I love her, so I hurt her again. Don't want any other lover, don't want no other lover, won't go through it again. She's my angel, she's my lover, she's my very best friend. And so do you see how like there's always like a pushing away, but really what they push because they're afraid of the love here. And so here is the last song message here, and that's Still Into You by Paramore. So I should be over all the butterflies, but I'm into you, and baby, even in our worst nights, I'm into you. Let them wonder how we got this far, because I don't really need to wonder at all. Yeah, after all this time, I'm still into you. And so even if you've had like no contact for a while, they're still into you right there. I'm gonna like see what kind of guidance we have for you group 4 in terms of this connection. Abundance. Oof, that makes so much sense. Yeah. Okay, you have. Okay, so I actually wanted 1, but it came out 4, so we're gonna go with it. So here we go. Second chakra. Abundance. I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of anything that I require. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. I honor myself by knowing that I am worthy to receive and I am open to receive now. I remind myself that it's a sign of strength to ask for help. And so maybe if you need help, that's what it's here. But it also feels like that's sort of like taking the time to have this, not only to forgive, but also for that self-love is needed. So I feel like that's something that you need to do. Focus on yourself a little bit here. We also have the first chakra, base chakra, and so we have building a strong foundation. I create stability and security by adequately providing myself with the basic needs of healthy life, such as shelter, food, water, and clothing. I use my creativity to build a strong foundation, as this is an essential key to my survival and growth. The more inner and outer stability I have, the more grounded and fulfilled my life will become. I respect myself and take care of my physical body by nurturing and nourishing it. My body tells me what I need. So again, it's sort of like self-love is needed 100%, taking care of your fundamentals. And I feel like that's for them as well as for you. So that needs to come through here. And so there's also knowledge. I recognize that a great deal of knowledge and information comes to me in a form of intuition, such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, and hypersensitive feelings. I use my intellect combined with my intuition to delve into circumstances from a philosophical and spiritual viewpoint. I aim to understand the truth behind situation that comes my way, as this helps me to respond with wisdom. I cultivate positive beliefs with myself, with life, myself, and others. And so what I'm seeing here with that third eye chakra here is sort of like you probably have a very strong intuitive connection with this person, and you're like, I don't know, like, is it really real? And what I'm seeing here is that yes, it is there. It's like sort of like a confirmation, but you have to like, again, self-love. You need to take care of yourself. And I'm glad that this person with that 9 of Pentacles over and over is taking care of themselves, because they need it. They need to bring a strong foundation. You can't be, if you're not good, you can't really go into a connection. Like, if you're not in a strong, it won't work. So I'm feeling like, again, sort of like, I can see why the Wheel of Fortune kind of also showed up for you guys, because it's sort of like a divine timing. There's some healing that needs to be done here. And with that, let's go with the last one, which is the compassion and forgiveness, and which goes really well with everything that we've been going through here. And this is the heart chakra. I have compassion for myself and for those around me. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those involved. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. I forgive myself for things I could have done differently in the past, and I remind myself that my response could not have been any more evolved in than it was at that time. I am compassionate to those in need, as this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding, and being of service. Beautiful, right? That's why self-love is so important, and taking care of yourself here as well. But I really liked this reading. I hope you did too. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow. And it also, if you actually check out, I do subscriber, like personal readings, giveaways monthly. I did this before, and I'm coming back again to doing it. So, and just be on the lookout. It's posted, like you'll actually see like a comment or like a comment or a post. If you look at my comments, I guess, section, that's where you can you just enter it by writing enter in that particular post. So be on the lookout for that. And just thank you so much. I really do feel honored that I was able to do this reading for you. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends.